What you doing, puppy? Hmm? Camera shy, I guess. Alright, here lately I've been using this jack on my Sansui amplifier to play music from my iPod. Well, I tracked down this Bluetooth gadget here, and I know it works fairly good. And it just so happens that the Sansui has AC outlets on the back of it. So let's see how this works. Alright, as you can see, I just plugged it into the back of the amplifier there. And let's see if we can pair these suckers again. Alright, shows connected on there. And let's see what happens. Of course, you ain't that high. Ain't high enough right there on that stool, but we'll see what happens when I try to play something with my iPod. Look at that stuff. Sounds pretty good too. I've noticed this switch right here, and I don't want to flip it because everything's working perfectly at the moment. But I mean, as sound-wise, everything's working perfectly, but I'll get into the issues of what's going on with the radio in the next, right after this video. And I just wondered what this switch was for. Maybe it could improve my situation, or hopefully not make my situation worse if I flip it. Alright, decided to work on the radio reception of this amp a little bit. I think I got it tweaked up some. I need to get it I guess I need to get some diddle sticks or something that adjust some of these pots, because I can't adjust them with the screwdrivers I got. And I got some pretty little ones that will adjust these pots right here, but these two right there are mostly AM, for the AM band, and I got that working perfectly. So
Find the local food bank in your community. I'm Al Roker, and together we're feeding America.
and needle reflection out of 4 out of 5 is pretty impressive. I'll scan just a little bit.
Don't have the technology your diesel needs. There's nothing you can add to your diesel that will give you more immediate results than C10.
I believe it's local radio station 620 WWNR.
And more complete combustion of the
One thing that improved AM reception is when I first looked at this amp, the antenna was sitting in like this, and I wondered what the heck was that thing. Then I got to realizing what it does is it holds the antenna out for the AM away from the amp, so it improves reception.
My Truck app for your smartphone. Your entire way can be done in minutes without ever leaving. 677-319-MY-TV. And you can always grab a hard copy from inside.
Of course, I'm right-handed, but I'm having to operate this left-handed because of the way my camera is. It's one of those right-handed cameras.
Was a recreation of what really happened.
Wow. Well, that's interesting, and you know, I mean, the thing is that.
Some of these talk stations are syndicated, so you hear the same thing in about 2 or 3 spots on the AM dial at night time. But now on to the FM. And I've always had that rumbling interference here. I don't know what it is.
and WTNJFM.com.
Something I don't understand is why there seems to be a lack of sensitivity of the FM in the FM stereo circuit, because that sounds like a perfect signal to me, and it's one of our local stations. Well, even though it only shows about 2.5 on the scale there.
Fatal attraction, so I take it all, I don't want it.
See, it barely reflects the needle, but it sounds perfect. And I don't like that kind of music, to be honest.
With monthly plans starting at only $40 a month. Metaphorically speaking, that's like getting more bang for your buck. More bounce for your ounce.
See, this is about 1 3/4, and it sounds about like that other one that was just barely deflecting the needle.
For less of what you got. So let Boost Mobile give you a back-to-school boost with discounts.
See, it peaks when you get up to past 3 or so. It turns on the stereo light there.
Or a little less, metaphorically speaking. Visit your local Boost Mobile retailer or boostmobile.com/stores for details. Boost Mobile.
And I believe that was 103.7, which is another local station that I just passed.
Hall of Fame this weekend. Their teammate John Smoltz also joins the roundtable discussion for the hour. The Dan Le Batard Show on ESPN Radio. The Dan Le Batard Show. I'm wondering here.
You can see the stereo light blinking a little bit there.
Like the way that we're behaving.
I'm going the wrong way on the dial.
Because he's gay, which isn't exactly.
Seems to me like some of these stations should be showing more deflection on that needle than they are.
Andrew Auto Rental is an established business in southern West Virginia. The driving force behind their
Overcast.
This station's like halfway local. It's not extremely close.
Because they sleep with their phone ringers on and respond to any activity, no matter what time it is. Their brains get programmed to always be on.
I don't know what that one is. I believe it's.
That's why sleep expert Dr. David Klayman recommends.
I believe that one station is probably about 60 miles from here, if I think
From the pool
right.
house to the doghouse, intelligence for your life.
But it sounds perfect. And we're just about to. That one's 99.5 WJLS. which comes in so hot on some of my radios. I think it almost blew a speaker on one of my table radios one time.
Any dealer's advertised price anytime, anywhere out here, folks. And after you buy new or used, the money machine is back. You climb inside, cash spewing out everywhere. It's a lot.
See, there's hardly any static again, and there's practically no deflection on that needle.
Up to $2,000.
There's one of the local stations. It's coming in clear, and seems like the needle deflection is not all that. Here's one of our low power gospel stations that I listen to frequently. I like what they play. And yet again, I think there should be some more deflection on that needle than there is. There's another local station. It's a public radio station. It's about, I guess about 3 miles, 4 miles of crow flies distance from here. I believe that's a gospel station that's broadcast by a church that's about maybe 20 miles from here, I think. 15.
Independent of God, something above and beyond God, something God has to submit to. Alright, so, well, this is a false dilemma because there's a third option. And
I'm not sure what that one is.
Is that God's nature is good.
Yeah, it just seems odd to me that some of these stations are so clear and just so few of them are going into the stereo mode on this amp. And before I forget about it, right here is an adjustment that seemed like most all it does is turn the light off and on or something. I don't know for sure. Thanks for watching, and God bless. I was curious to see what all them wires were for on the other side of this little box here that's on the back of the amp. I see now it's a voltage standard switch right there.